Good morning, students. The previous class we are discussing about what do you mean by asexual reproduction? Why the offsprings which are produced under asexual reproduction are commonly called as clones. Then what are the salient features of asexual reproduction? That and all we are discussing about in the last class. But in this class we have discussed about the types of asexual reproduction. Let us see the types of asexual reproduction. First one, binary fission. Second one is the multiple fission. Third one is the budding. And fourth one is the zoospore formation. Zoospores formation. Zoospores formation. And the fifth one is the conidia formation. Conidia formation. Next one is gemule formation. Gemule formation. Next, fragmentation and vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. So these are basically how 8 types of asexual reproduction. The first one is the binary fission, second one is the multiple fission, third one is the budding, fourth one is the zoospore formation, fifth one is the conidia formation, sixth one is the gemule formation, seventh one fragmentation, eighth one vegetative propagation. So among these we have to discuss about what is binary fission. Let us see what is binary fission. It is a kind of asexual reproduction. In which the parental cell divides into 2 or more daughter cells of approximately same size. Okay, it is a process in which the parental cell divides and forms 2 to many daughter cells. 2 to many daughter cells of approximately same size. Is called as binary fission. It is a process in which the parental cell divides into 2 or more or 2 or many daughter cells of approximately same size. So this binary fission usually occurs in unicellular organisms. It is generally occurs in unicellular organisms like an amoeba, and you can take another one is Euglena and Verticella. And third one is we can go for the Paramecium and Planaria. Paramecium and Planaria. So let us we'll go for what type of binary fission we can find in these respective organisms, in these respective unicellular organisms. If you go for amoeba, it is a simple binary fission. In case of amoeba, what type of binary fission? Simple binary fission. In case of Euglena and Verticella, so what type of binary fission? It is on longitudinal binary fission. Longitudinal binary fission. And in case of Paramecium and Planaria, so it is an transverse binary fission. Transverse binary fission. So if you take an example, amoeba, so this binary fission occurs in case of amoeba. So amoeba, first in amoeba, the nucleus elongates and divides into 2, and that is followed by the division of cytoplasm that results into 2 equal sided daughters. In case of amoeba, first the nucleus divides. So if you take this is an amoeba, nucleus, cytoplasm. First the nucleus elongates because it is a simple binary fission. The nucleus elongates. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ nucleus ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ elongate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, stretch ಆಗಿ elongate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, and this nucleus divides into two nuclei. See, like this, two nuclei form, and this is followed by the division of cytoplasm also. First nucleus ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು nucleus ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that is also followed by the division of cytoplasm, and that results into two equal sided daughter cells will form. This type of binary fission we can find in case of amoeba. In amoeba, what type of binary fission? Simple binary fission. How? So in amoeba, first the nucleus elongates and divides into two nuclei, and that is followed by the division of cytoplasm that results into two equal sided daughter cells will form. This is by regarding the binary fission. Let us see once again what is binary fission. It is a process in which, and it is a kind of asexual reproduction in which the parental cell divides into two or more or two or many daughter cells of approximately same size. So this binary fission generally or usually occurs in unicellular organisms like amoeba, and second one is Euglena and Verticilla, and third one is the Paramecium and Planaria. In case of amoeba, it is simple binary fission. In case of Euglena and Verticilla, longitudinal binary fission, and Paramecium and Planaria, transverse binary fission. So in this, maybe one more they may ask, amoeba, what kind of binary fission? Simple binary fission. The longitudinal binary fission occurs in which organisms, in which unicellular organisms? So you may give the answer like on Euglena and Verticilla. But in case of Paramecium and Planaria, whatever binary fission we can find, so the answer is transverse fission, transverse binary fission. But how this binary fission occurs in case of amoeba? If they ask like that, means in amoeba, first the nucleus elongates and it divides into two nuclei. That is followed by the division of cytoplasm, and that results into two equal sided daughter cells. So let us will go for the next one is multiple fission. So this binary fission is completed. So next we will go for the multiple fission. So what is this multiple fission? It is a process in which this is what multiple fission. Second one is multiple fission. What is multiple fission? It is a type of asexual reproduction. That is a process in which the parental cell divides into more offsprings or many offsprings of smaller size. ಅದರಲ್ಲಾದರೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು binary fission ಅಲ್ಲಿ the parental cell divides into two or more daughter cells of approximately same size. But ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ multiple fission. Multiple means the name only indicates many. Multiple means many. Binary fission, bi means two. Only two daughter cells were formed of approximately same size in case of binary fission. But in case of multiple fission, multiple means many. Many fissions occurs, many divisions occurs. It is a kind of asexual reproduction. It is a process in which the parental cell that divides into many offsprings of a smaller size. So that is nothing but multiple fission. So, but example for multiple fission is parental cell divides into many offsprings ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Many offsprings of what? Smaller size, not same size, smaller size. Okay, the example for multiple fission, you can give the best example, that is amoeba ಕೊಡಬಹುದು, and even you can give plasmodium ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು, and one more is monocystis. These organisms are the best examples for multiple fission. One is amoeba, second one is the plasmodium, third one is the monocysts. Let us see how multiple fission occurs in case of amoeba. ನಾವು ಅಮೀಬಾ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ವಿಷನ್ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ amoeba withdraws its pseudopodia. So now this is the structure of amoeba. Okay, pseudopodia, that is false foot. Okay, so amoeba ನೋಡಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೈಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಇದೆ. Okay, so during unfavorable conditions, amoeba withdraws its pseudopodia. ನೋಡಿ pseudopodia withdraw ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ and secretes a cyst covering around itself. It secretes a cyst covering around itself is called the cyst wall. This phenomenon is called as encystation. Okay, amoeba, how the multiple fission occurs in case of amoeba. In amoeba, during unfavorable conditions, amoeba withdraws its pseudopodia and secretes a cyst covering around itself called as cyst wall. Now this is called as cyst wall. Okay, and this mechanism or this phenomenon is called as encystation. During favorable conditions, the amoeba divides into many amoebae or spores. During favorable condition ಬಂದಾಗ unfavorable condition ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಿದೋ ಅಮೀಬಾ ಸೂಡೋಪೊಡಿಯಾ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದರ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸೆಕ್ರೀಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸೆಕ್ರೀಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಮೆಕಾನಿಸಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೇಷನ್? ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೇಷನ್? It is a process in which amoeba withdraws its pseudopodia and secretes a cyst covering called cyst wall, and this mechanism is called encystation. Encystation 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು encystation ಅಂತ. ಯಾವ ಸೀಸನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಫೇವರಬಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಫುಲ್ ಇದು, ಯಾಕೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. During favorable condition ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, now this amoeba divides and forms and or produces into number of spores or amoebae. Now these spores or amoebae during favorable conditions ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, they grow into or they develop into new individual organisms. So this is what multiple fission. So next one we will go for the budding. Budding ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಾಗ what is this budding? It is a process in which the daughter organism is formed from a small outgrowth is called as bud, which is the bud is it is an extension of the parental body. Okay, it is the process in which, or it is a kind of asexual reproduction in which the daughter organism is formed from a small outgrowth from the parental body called as bud. So this bud is formed or the bud is the extension of from the parental body. It's an extension from the parental body, that is called as budding. So if you take this, budding is common in especially unicellular organisms like yeast. Okay, it's a fungi. Yeast ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನಾವು ಬಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು yeast, and even in case of hydra ನೋಡಬಹುದು, hydra budding also we can find in case of hydra. First of all, what is budding? It is a process in which the daughter organism or the offspring is formed from a small outgrowth, okay, from the parental body is called a bud. This called a bud, that mechanism is called a budding. So bud is the extinction or outgrowth from the parental body. This type of budding we can generally see in case of yeast and hydra. The buds are exogenous. Buds are exogenous, especially in case of birds are either they are exogenous. Birds are either exogenous. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸೋಜಿನಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಪೇರೆಂಟಲ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೈಡ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ, ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟಲ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸೋಜಿನಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ the birds are endogenous in some organisms like on freshwater sponges like on Spongilla. So such kind of birds are called gemmules ant karete. In some organisms, especially you can take freshwater sponges. Freshwater sponges are called Spongilla. Now these birds are called as gemmules. These are now gemmules and kariti. In case of Spongilla is one of the freshwater sponge. Okay, the birds are endogenous. Such a endogenous birds are called gemmules and karibodu. See, let us how this budding happened. Let us will take one example. Yeast, one fungi. Say especially in yeast, let's say it will come under fungi. Generally, it's an exogenous type of budding. Here, in case of yeast, see this is the yeast cell. It is a unicellular organism. It is a yeast. But in case of yeast, the cell division is unequal. This cell division is unequal. Now, during the cell division, what happens? The nucleus elongates and forms into the two nuclei. Okay, and this is followed by the division of cytoplasm, and the small buds are formed. Now these buds initially they are attached to the parental body. This bud ideyalva, initially first ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು bud attached to the parental body, but eventually ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, now this bud get detached from the parental body and grows into two individual organisms, two individuals. So this type of budding we can find in case of yeast. So yeast will come under, it is an unicellular fungi. In yeast the cell division is unequal. Initially the first small buds are formed, and initially these buds, a small bud is formed, or small outgrowth is formed on this yeast cell, and this bud initially it is attached to the parental body, but eventually nidanake enagutte, now the bud is detached from the parental body and they develop into two new individual yeast cells formation agutte. Now this is called a budding. ಇಲ್ಲಿ first one ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ binary fission, multiple fission, third one we are discussing about the budding. ಇಲ್ಲಿ first question ಅಲ್ಲಿ binary fission ಅಲ್ಲಿ first method ಅಲ್ಲಿ binary fission ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು question ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, why so if you take unicellular organisms like amoeba and as well as bacteria ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ they reproduce by cell division. I forget about that. First question ಅಲ್ಲಿ binary fission ಅಲ್ಲಿ in unicellular organisms like amoeba and bacteria they reproduce by cell division itself only. Hence they are immortal. Hence they are considered by immortal. Why unicellular organisms like bacteria or amoeba are immortal ಅಂದ್ರೆ in amoeba and bacteria they reproduce by cell division itself only. Hence they are considered by immortal. ಅವು ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರನೇ ಅವು ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾವು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Hence they are considered by immortal ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So this is the main three types of asexual reproduction. One is the binary fission, second one the multiple fission, and third one is the budding. We will continue the next other types in the next class. Thank you.